What's going on, everybody? Drive Time, back at it again. So I I I I really didn't have plans on talking about this, but then I realized some of the stuff that was being said about it, and now I feel like I have to say something because I'm honestly disappointed in some of the young men that's around today. And this is in regards to the whole situation of Cam kicking off the guy Bronner off of his show for being inappropriate. So, if you don't follow his podcast, host Cam has people that work for him on the show, and he has a guest on the show. They all on a podcast or whatever, and the guest keeps flirting with the girl that works there. Host tells him to stop, tells him to chill out. He goes, "Oh, okay, my bad. Then he does it again. Host Cam steps in again. "Hey, man, you gotta chill out, man. Her boyfriend is here. Like, chill." All right, my bad. And then he goes in and does it again. And he's playing it under the guise of, "I just can't help it. I mean, whatever." So, after he does it like 2 or 3 times, after being corrected on it 2 or 3 times, Cam says, "You know what? This is not gonna work. You're gonna have to leave, but it's all good. You know, I still love you. You know, I respect you. I respect your time. I'm gonna go ahead and pay you for your time, but you gotta go." He starts trying to kind of backtrack. "Oh no, I'm good. I promise I won't do it." He's like, I know, I get it, man. I get it. It's all good. I love you. I respect you. I respect your time, but you know, at this point, you're gonna have to go. And he's still trying to say like, no, I'm good. And just for clarity, he's not saying this from across the table because their setup is like a U shape, I believe, or maybe an empty fork, like a oval. I don't know. But he walks across the set to stand face to face to tell him this, while he's giving him money and telling him, "You gotta go. I respect your time. I'm not gonna have you come out here for nothing." He even says something to the effect of, "You know, we gonna hang later. If you want to do that, you can chill over somewhere else, over there, whatever, and wait for us. But for right now, you gotta go." And then they move on with the show, to my knowledge. And there's people apparently saying he shouldn't have did that. Y'all are dumb. And I say this because now I'm wondering, what do young people do in a situation where somebody does this at your house? Because when I was younger, I've seen this happen in real time at my apartments. And sometimes you gotta tell a person to chill because you gotta protect the people who are there as your guests. This woman wasn't even a guest. She's a co-host. So she's an employee. So he definitely got to protect her, not only as a man, but also as a boss. And there's people that apparently are literally trying to make it seem like what he did was excessive. And it wasn't. It was 10 out of 10 exactly how you're supposed to handle it. And I think this one struck a chord with me because, like I said, I've had to deal with these kind of people once or twice. I've been in a handful of situations, whether it's at my own place or somebody else's, where somebody get out of pocket and you have to say something to them. And I can tell you, they don't stop until you handle it directly. So, to give an example, I used to throw a party every year around, I think it's Memorial Day, for everybody who I knew was a veteran. I got quite a few friends that were veterans, some still active. So I would have this party, and it was getting bigger and bigger every time I did it. And I think it's the second or third year I have it, and I got people over, and my god brother is there. One of my good friends from dance is there. A bunch of my homies from childhood are there. And couple of friends that I know from adulthood are there. Now, one of them has this thing where he likes to make snide remarks and comments in group settings. So he's out on the balcony making comments about white people. And my god brother's white, one of my good friends is white, lots of my friends are white, but at the time, I think it was only 2 or 3 people at my apartment that were. And I'm in the house, and I got my friend, 2 or 3 of my really good friends, and one of my brothers is coming in the house like, yo, man's is about to get put out. And I go, what? Like, he out there saying slick stuff. He got about 1.5 most smart comments, and I'ma throw him out of your crib. I trust my homies. Like, all of them predated him. And I've known him from like some work we did together, and I knew him from like just hanging spots and stuff, but I trust their judgment. I didn't know what was being said though. So one of my friends, dance partner, she leaves. My brother kind of like tucks away to go like to sleep early, and we all chilling, and then it fizzles out, and it gets down to like just me and one of my other brothers and one of my friends, and I'm like, yo, what was y'all talking about earlier? Why was y'all about to bounce old boy? They like, yo, he was out here making all these comments, and we thought he offended old girl and your brother because he was out here making snide remarks about white people, and we just wasn't having it. And I'm like, okay. And I told him, I was like, hey, listen, y'all have green light because I trust him. But the thing is, he would do that at like public gatherings. It was a thing that he was known for doing. And he had done it to people I knew, but he had never really focused it at me. And it was especially a thing if he ever saw a black man dating a white woman. We don't know why he had this gripe, but he did. So fast forward, I have this same barbecue. It's gotten even bigger now. I'm in a house now. It's tripled, quadrupled in size. I don't invite him. Word gets back to him that I still had the same party because it was an annual thing. And he also finds out I didn't invite him to my wedding. So he decides to call and ask, hey, you know, I heard you got married. I heard you had a few parties at the house. And I was just wondering, like, it was weird. Like, I didn't get an invite. No uncertain terms, I told him. Well, whenever you get in a social setting, you seem to have a problem with anybody that's not black being around. And you very open about making remarks. I was like, and you also have a big problem when black men are with white women. I was like, my wife is white. So why would I have you in her house so you could do something like that? He tries to do the same thing that this dude on this podcast did. Oh, no, I would never. That's not the case. Why would I do that? And I go, why would I think you wouldn't when you always have? I go by what you show me, not by what you tell me. And he was like, well, I didn't mean to offend or whatever. And I said, I'm not offended. I'm just not going to give you the opportunity to disrespect my house. That's all. It's all good. And then, you know, end the phone call. And I don't think I ever spoke to him since then. But the thing is, and the reason why I get that example is, when you get people that's relentlessly disrespectful, it ain't no, oh, you didn't have to do all that. Because that's where the term give an inch, take a mile comes from. And if you don't cut their path, they're going to keep taking inches till they get a mile. So when you come across somebody that's mad disrespectful like that, and they don't know when to shut up, especially when you've corrected it, cut them off. Just like he did. It don't got to be mean. It don't got to be rude. You don't got to fight. You don't got to make a big deal out of it. But calmly and assertively cut it off, get rid of them, and that way you protect everybody else around.